Give it a couple seconds to see if anybody hop on. See what's going on. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Um, Doing another live in regards to mental health and also mental health month. June being mental health month and being men's health month. I'm gonna do another video with another live video because I did one before and got a good response from it, and people chimed in, and people was curious in regards to mental health. Excuse me, in regards to mental health and mental health for men, because a lot of times it's like a taboo. Men don't really talk about their mental health issues, and the mental health issues can have a lot of problems, can have a lot of setbacks, like I discussed in the last live. So we could have stress issues, could lead to health issues, could lead to physical health issues, just by having mental health issues. Um, I'm going to talk about some of the key factors that affect in health in regards to mental health for men. I'm going to also talk about some impacts of poor mental health on men, especially men in urban environments coming from like city areas or like right outside urban areas or, outside major cities, when they call it metropolis like areas. We're going to talk about strategies to improve mental health and how we can get over them. Some things I had picked up from the last live, and people was giving me some ideas in regards to overcoming mental health. So some of those right there, I'm gonna discuss in this live. In addition to, I said, well, we're gonna do some strategies of improving it. Let me find that list. Also, I'm gonna do some questions and answer if you guys have any question and answer in regards to mental health and how we can go about overcoming some of the struggles with mental health that people will go through, that people will have. So I'm still waiting for some people to come on. If you have any ideas or anything that you want to talk about within this live, let me know. Sorry if I'm making so much noise. I'm trying to find the notes that I had from the last live where we discussed um, we had discussed men's mental health and some of the things that we can do to overcome it. So I'm still waiting for some people to hop on. Um, if you want to chime in, let me know. Say some ideas. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about mental health, men's mental health, because men's mental health, in particular, those facing urban men and people from the urban environment, coming from city area, big city area, because a lot of times we face mental health issues that people don't really talk about, like including PTSD in terms of, I'm gonna get straight to like gun violence and robberies and doing time and um, finance and in the area that we live in. Lee, what's going on, Lee? All right, thanks for chopping in. So let me get into it real quick. I don't even know what I did with the notes. I'm gonna find it sooner or later. So let's go, right? So welcome everybody. I want to thank you for being on this live stream. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about mental health in regards to men's mental health because it is Men's Mental Health Month. So I want to talk about, like I said, some of the key factors affecting us as men with men's mental health, especially in urban environments. So one of the things that I want to talk about is stress and pressure and how the impact of, like, say, a demanding job or the impact of supporting your family, the impact of being there for others in your life, in your community relationship, how that can bring on pressure and stress upon ourselves not even realize that some of this stress could be subconscious. So some of the stress could be subconscious stress building up in our system, and we don't even realize it. So, like I'm saying, I'm going to go through my notes and I'm going to also discuss it. So, stress and pressure, and like I said, financial pressures could be a big impact that can create mental health. And you can find yourself not even knowing that you have some kind of mental health, but if you feel some type of fatigue or some kind of if your sleeping arrangement is off, if you not sleeping how you're supposed to be sleeping, or you find yourself having like insomnia, or can't really sleep, or you're up all day, or you're up all night, or you're sleeping during the day and up all night, or just having your things off balance can also indicate that you're facing mental health. So the impact of a job could be mental health. Maybe you're doing long shift, you're working hard at your job, but yet you can't find the means to cover all the bills or supplement all the bills in regards to inflation and cost of everything that's going up. So that's one thing that can have a key factor of affecting men's mental health. And another thing could be social isolation. Social isolation meaning like sometimes you don't feel like being bothered. Um, you want to stay away from others. You don't really feel like even going out and about within the world. Um, Social isolation, you really maybe use a person that used to go out a lot, used to go to the clubs, but now you find yourself not doing that. You find yourself more of a homebody person. Some of these can also lead to some kind of health issues. And the way that this will happen is you feel like you can't relate to others. So you don't want to be in like crowded space or crowded areas. You want to distance yourself from others because of what's going on with your mentals. At the same time, you don't want to bring other people mood or mode into your energy. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one way that factors that's affecting us is definitely social isolation and not being involved in how can I say this? You don't have any choice but to interact with people. But when you're interacting with people, sometimes you have some kind of anxiety or depression, or you don't want to feel like you should be there with others and interacting with others. Um, Sorry about that, guys. I'm really just trying to find these notes because those notes really have some very, very thoughtful ways of dealing with mental health and mental stress issues. Another thing that is a key factor of affecting mental health in especially in men, this being men's mental health, so that's why I'm doing this video. With this being men's mental health, a stigma around mental health for men is that men shouldn't have mental health problems. We shouldn't go through like the problems of being stressed out or the problems of um, depression or anything like that because we're men. We're not supposed to go through that stuff. We're supposed to, man up and find a way through it. But as the years goes by and things have changed, including technology and people emotions and people mood and the way we interact with one another and just the overall way of how the time is moving and the time span, we definitely are affected by these things and it can affect our mental health. Um, I'm gonna find those notes. My bad. I'm gonna find those notes. Let me see. Let me see who's on here. Oh, this man is a good. So, shout out to you, Ryan. Appreciate that, Ryan. This man has a good. So, um, I was going to clone you, but you kind of nice. Go ahead and clown me, B. It's like, especially like I said, coming from urban environment, like you got people who always ranking or what you call it. We call it ranking. I don't know where you from, but you can clown on whatever. But appreciate that you saying that I'm kind of nice. I ain't trying to be evil or nothing like that. I'm on here trying to talk about this mental health issues and how it can impact a lot of people. Like even just coming across some news article, just real quick before I get back on topic. Um, Came across a news article where a man and his lady, they were married and everything. Everything was going fine, and something start to happen within the marriage, and his mental health starts to bother him in a way where, and this happened more than once, but I just recently came across this I won't even say it was an article, it was a story, a news article, a video, news video, some channel, I forgot which state it was it, but it was in the United States. So basically what happened is the man and the woman, they start having their differences and they start to different fall apart. But the man started to have mental issues in regards to what was going on with society. I think some financial issues and also some other things and other stigmas that was affecting him. And the woman moved away to like a few states away from that. She was trying to get things back together. At the same time, he was where he was at, and I'm not really sure what's happening. I know in the news report that they said that it was living together. Now she moved hundreds of miles away, a couple states away, getting things together. He happens to go to that state, drive hundreds of miles to that state, and did something that was very, very bad. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about. You could probably even check out and see if you see this news article anywhere or the video. But he ended up doing something very, very bad. And the reason that happened because he wasn't checking up on his mental health. He wasn't in tune with his mental health or understanding that there's something called emotional intelligence where you get involved in understanding your emotions along with other emotions and how people mode, and emotions can affect one another. So, with that said, like you saying, you probably you was gonna clown me, but you figure not clowning me. You probably was gonna clown me because I'm talking about mental health in regards to men, and like I said, it's becoming a serious issue. So, um, if you go ahead and clown if you want, but at the same time. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. Never mind. So let me get back into it. So another key factor affecting men's mental health in in especially men within the urban area is substance abuse. You have alcohol, you have hard drugs, you have people who are abusing what you call those like the regular medical prescription drugs. So you have people who are big, big abuse of prescription drugs, and that's on a rise as well. And now you have people doing all types of drugs. What is it? Something called K9, or it's just a wide variety, especially like I said, within the urban area. Yes, this affects in rural areas and suburban areas, especially rural areas, but coming from the urban areas and interacting with different people and having these different news that comes across your feed and things like that about mental health and how it's affecting people. It's like, okay, let's see, how can this be issue and how can we address it and start talking more about it. So another factor affecting men's mental health could be other than substance abuse, other than social isolation, stigma around our mental health, because our idea of mental health for men is not there. Like we're not supposed to have mental health issues. No, we're men. We're supposed to man up. But one thing that I need to find these notes. One thing that somebody discussed in the last live was like, a way that we can get over all of this is to increase our endorphin. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. That word right there, by doing exercising and getting out in the outdoors. So another thing that I want to talk about is work-life balance, and I talked about it more with the stress and pressure part of this discussion, but also work-life balance could also take a toll. You can have stress impacting you from work in addition to your regular life. So you can have like your regular life has issues, your work life has issues, and you're trying to balance the two, and this could affect you mentally. So you might want to take a break, a couple days off, try to um relax yourself, get the bad energy out, get the negative energy out, get some rest, what do you call it, rest and relaxation. I had PTSD from my past. Oh, wow. I was shot a couple different times and my best friend got killed. Wow, man. South Boston. Yeah, I heard about South Boston. Boston, one of my favorite cities. It's not too far from me. I'm in Hartford, by the way, Ryan. What's going on, Ryan? I left that life and now I give. Wow. Big shout outs to you, Ryan. Definitely gotta get to the kids early, and like even maybe this life can get to some teenagers and young adults or some kids early to understand like the impact of like you were saying, living with PTSD. And a lot of people from urban areas, you either know somebody been shot at, been gun pointed at, robbery, like something, somebody who been in that situation, like, and it's not just impacting that person, but it's also impacting you. So definitely much love out to you, Ryan. Appreciate you for coming on here, and much love and respect for the work that you're doing. Um, so yeah, so let's go on the impacts of poor mental health on men. So um, through experience, when you get into this mental health thing where and you probably won't admit it, but you get in that stage where you don't really feel like doing nothing, even like maybe you don't have to work that day and the weekend coming, you just want to stay in the bed. That's not helping you out, and that's not helping out society. That's not helping your family and friends and the people around you because it's kind of drain of energy. So if you have the ability, you have the physical ability, you have to find a way to get that mental health going because it would affect your physical health. Um, and what I mean by getting the mental health right and it affecting the physical health, if you're not moving, if you're not learning, if you're not growing, if you're not trying to understand the different emotions, the different journey, the different experience that you're having, it can affect you physically, and that depression could put a drain on you mentally and as well as physically. So then the body can tend to get sick. The body can um, you can cause ill health from it, worrying about different things in life, worrying about finance, worrying about relationship, worrying about the area that you're at, worrying about your safety, worrying about just a wide variety of things could impact your mental health, which could also impact your physical health. Um, Relationship and stress in regards to mental health, a big thing, big thing. Um, so poor mental health can strain on personal relationship as well. So it can go vice versa. So the issue could be that the relationship has a problem, and at the same time, the issue could be mentally you're not as strong as you want to be and growing the way that you want to be. So it could affect the relationship. You're not as open. You're not in tune with your mind. You're not in tune with your emotions. You're not in tune with how things are affecting you. Like I said, your mood, your mode, your emotions, you're not in tune with it. So in that case, it could affect personal relationship. It can affect um, your relationship at your job. It can reflect your friendship relationship, any kind of relationship with your kids. You can see yourself maybe interacting with your kids or your peer differently because of this mental health that you're not aware of. And I'm not saying that mental health is a bad thing. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, all of those things are necessary in order, for me, my opinion, in order to be able to grow and continue to um, progress into our journey that we're given. So, relationship is another thing. So, productivity. Impacts of poor mental health can impact your productivity, your job performance, your financial stability, your hustle, your mood, your grind. The mental health can have an effect on these things, and your productivity can be slowed up because of your mental health. You're not as focused as where you want to be focused because of your mental health. So maybe you're on track with something, but something in your mind triggered you and you get sidetracked because of how it affects you emotionally, but you're not wanting to admit that it's affecting you emotionally. So then you probably draw back from the progress that you was having. You probably was on your grind, on boom, 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 making moves, this, and that, and all of a sudden something happened in your life that had a strong impact on your life that make your mental health poor, and then it would decrease your productivity. So we have to be aware of that also. It can so poor mental health can have impact on our physical health, our relationship, as well as our productivity. So we have to be aware of it. And like I said, if I have my notes, I'll talk about different ways of how we can go about improving our mental health. But one way that we can go about this is having awareness in education, having awareness such as a discussion, such as being on a live, having awareness of even just going through some audio, maybe go through some YouTube videos, maybe you have discussion with somebody in a Facebook group, maybe you meet with a psychologist or somebody that you can talk to. Why they always call? Why they used to call it shrink? Like I'm gonna talk to a shrink. I never got that. Like why they said I want to go talk to a shrink, and it made it seem like a bad thing. Let me know if you have any idea why they call like seeing a psychologist or going to talk to somebody, why they call that like a shrink or whatever, going to see a shrink. So definitely having awareness, and like I said, for us men's mental health challenge facing people from urban areas, and this is a quick guide in understanding and overcoming the strategies and struggles. So one thing you have to be having awareness and get over the stigma around mental health and understanding that it's not just a bad thing and not just women go through it, but understanding that men also can go through mental health issues, and having awareness is one of the ways that you can combat it and have strategies to improve it. So also having a supportive network like people right here that's on this live, like shout outs to Lee, shout outs to Ryan, shout outs to Byron, um, shout outs to shout outs to Ryan was on here, and anybody else who was on here if you was in tuned with the conversation. So have a support network like people like I said that was on here, or a Facebook group or any kind of group, um, encouraging a healthy lifestyle. So that means eating healthy. Like I'm being very transparent on this live. Like at one point, a couple months ago, like for a week or so, I found myself just eating junk food, like unhealthy food, like eating different times of night. And here and there, I still do it once in a while, here and there. But then I found myself that eating that unkind of healthy unbalanced diet where you're eating at night, or you're eating just junk food, or you're just eating like sweets and putting nothing but sugar in your body, that right there reduce your energy, which again will reduce your productivity, which again will affect your mental health and also your physical health. So you have to be very encouraging of a healthy lifestyle. Um, Advocate for like more physical activity, like so get out, get going, get hiking, go for a walk, go for a late night walk, go for an early morning walk, go for a walk by the water, by the lake, a river, something like that. Go for a nice well, I won't say a nice drive, but a nice hike. Go for a run, jog for a mile or two, have proper nutrition in your body. Eat some spinach, eat some broccoli, eat some carrots, have some right nutriments, some beets, clean up the body. Um, Eat your fruits and berries, different things like that. And regular sleep. Regular sleep, like for me, that's one of the reasons why I know like I must have some things going on, because I haven't stopped. Like when I was like 1 o'clock, and I'm probably gonna go to sleep maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, and by 5 o'clock I'm gonna be up and at it, and that's not a good thing because it's gonna affect my body in some way. Um, sometimes I'm going to get fatigue off of it. Um, you're not going to this right because of the not having the right nutrition. Um, so definitely focus on that. Try to get as much regular sleep as possible. Try to have a scheduled sleep time. And also, what else? Try to eat right, do exercising, proper nutrition, regular sleep, and I think that's about it. So, I don't find my notes on how we can combat and impact this. Anybody out there got any questions? That's much what I was gonna talk about. Basically, I was talking about mental health for men and the challenges we face and understanding and overcoming the struggles. So we talk about the key factors affecting mental health, social isolation, stigma around mental health, substance abuse, work-life balance, stress and pressure. Then we also talk about the impact of poor mental health, which could be physical health. It can have an impact on your relationship, can have an impact on your productivity. Then we also went into strategies of improvement, and I wish I found that list because on that last live, I forgot who was on. I forgot that person's name, but they was giving me a lot of gems of how we can overcome the mental health issues and going into some things that we can do. So if you got any questions or any comment, let me know. Leave it here on here. Um, that's about what I was gonna talk about. If you have any idea of anything that you want to talk about, let me know. So make sure you get your right nutrition, nutrition, get your right nutrition, get some physical activities going, and get some regular sleep. So those are some things that I'm gonna be advocating for as I wrap up this life. Um, Hey Sean. Yeah, I'm just going over some of my notes. I don't know if some of y'all also interested in like finance and personal finance and economics and world economics and geoeconomics. I was just looking over my notes and I see ASEAN, ASEAN. It's a group of certain countries that come together and they're doing something real big right now. Matter of fact, with the I'm getting off topic. With the World Economic Forum, they just have a meeting and they're doing some big meetings over there. So if you get a chance, go check that out. But back on the topic of the mental health issue, let me know what y'all got going on. What's your thoughts, ideas? How do you overcome or improve your mental health? Sorry, I'm up here yawning and stuff. Let me know what y'all thought, what y'all thoughts, what y'all doing. Um, we'll talk about some get paid issues too, how we can get some extra money going. Yeah, ASON, G7, BRICS Nation. But that's not what this live is about. We're talking about Mental Health Month, key issues facing mental health in men, and this month being Men's Mental Health Month, but it's coming to an end. So I just wanted to come on here, talk about it, bring some kind of awareness, advocate for it, because some people do not accept the fact that mental health issues do affect men, and men do have these issues sometimes. Well, we feel overwhelmed. Sometimes you feel overwhelmed, especially if you're a person with goals and you write down your goals and you try to achieve your goals and certain things not flowing the way they're supposed to go. What did I do with these notes? shout out to everybody who's on here. Let me know what y'all thoughts on mental health, man. Key factors affecting mental health in urban men and men, period. Got stress and pressure. Are you serious? This it right here. I've been going past it. Alright. So if y'all still on here, I'm gonna go back to let's go back to strategies of improvement. I'm not gonna take too many at a time. I wasn't even planning on being here. It's been like 30 minutes. So I was only gonna come here for that time, but all right, so let me go over some strategies for improvement for getting over mental health challenges and overcoming the struggles. So one is you got to love yourself, definitely love yourself. Two, be able to let go of the past. These not even in no numbers. So another one is change your thinking process, overcome the negative thinking, and like I said, love on yourself. Be able to celebrate the winner in yourself, the winning things that you've done in life, the possibilities of how you came through different things. Another thing of strategies of improving mental health and challenges facing urban men, and a quick guide to understanding and overcoming these struggles is you also got to change your posture. So sometimes you got to just sit up straight, get your body moving right, get the blood flowing. Um, Counteract negative thoughts with positive thoughts. Know that know self-worth and have positive power, so you're self-worthy. Um, that's a big thing. Know that you have some kind of self-worth, and you can do things that are you know, it's powerful. It's powerful energy out there, so you can do big things. Take a walk in nature. Get a hug from somebody. Create optimism. Getting hugs and things like that. It release some kind of, I forgot what they said. Some kind of release some kind of energy. Have some self-esteem in yourself. Exercise. Sleep. Have gratitude. Don't beat up on yourself. So if something's not going the way that you planned or that way that you was thinking about it, the next day you wake up, don't beat up on yourself. You have a new day that you can go ahead and change things. Um, Go ahead and find help if you need help. So if you need to see a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or somebody that you need to talk to, some kind of support group, go ahead and seek help if you need help. If something's in your mind that's not right and you think that there's somebody out there that you can talk to, go ahead. They have groups, they have platforms that you can even find a friend. It's a platform called Find a Friend where you can even have a friend you can call up and talk to, little sessions, do some meditations, meditate, clear your mind. Um, they say meditation is like, so praying is you talking to God, and meditation did I say that right? Prayer is you talking to God, and meditation is like basically God talking to you and you listening. So um, you focus on what the message is. Be emotional intelligent, so be able to understand your emotions, and sometimes that's a hard thing um, to admit that you have to be aware of your emotions because your emotions can also affect others, and be aware of others' emotions as well, others' emotions and mood, because they mood and emotions can also affect you. So hope you got some value out of this. Like I said, if you have any questions like that, I don't see. Yeah, okay, yeah. Shout outs to you, man. Definitely appreciate you being on here. Thank you for being on here. Like I said, this was discussion on men's mental health challenges facing men, it being Men's Mental Health Month, and a quick guide to understanding and overcoming some of the struggles for men's mental health. And what we talk about, some of the key factors with stress and pressure, social isolation, stigmas, substance abuse. Definitely the stigma, because a lot of men don't think that men can have mental health or depression or sadness or be in a rut or a downtime. Work-life balance. We also talk about the impact of poor mental health, and the impact would be on physical health, impact on relationship, impact on productivity. We also talk about strategies of improvement. Some I just went over, but some is like awareness and education, support network, encouraging healthy lifestyle, exercising,
changing your thinking process, changing your posture, and then exercising, and getting the right amount of sleep. So once again, this Ainsley D. Hope you got some value out of this. Shout outs to you, Ryan. Appreciate you being on here. And yeah, so that's about it. Once again, if you got any value out of this, please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Let the algorithm see that this live was of value to you and can be of value to others. You know, talk about men's mental health. And it's coming towards the end of June, and June being Men's Mental Health Month. Um, so definitely go ahead and subscribe, share the stream, and I might be doing a couple more before the month is done with. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody out there for participating. Thank you, those who like the video. Thank you, those who are still on here viewing it. Appreciate you for sharing your time and giving me your time on this live video, because time is one of the most important and valuable thing out there, and you can never get it back. So, um, if you're a person that think or don't think that you have mental health issues, just be aware of it. Maybe you don't, but maybe somebody out there might have some kind of mental health issues, and it needs to be addressed, and it needs to be have some kind of awareness of it, and be educated about it, and how you can go about overcoming it and improving it. So once again, it's Ansley D. Hope you got some value again. I thank you for being on here. I see you still on here. If you want to leave a comment, hit a like, say something. Let me know what you think about mental health for men. Like, should men struggle with mental health? Should men even admit that they sometimes have mental health? Go through PTSD, you go through the struggles. You in an urban area, you in a city area, you know, you have people who have passed away due to violence. You have people that incarcerated. You have family life messed up, or family dynamics is not how it's supposed to be. Just, you know, a wide variety of things. So I'm glad I came across these notes, though. I've been looking for it, but the funny thing is I wrote something else on top of those notes, so it kind of distracted me, because that's not what else the notes was about. So let me know if you got some value out of this. I will be doing some more lives, more videos. Also, check out some of the videos. Like, if you're a person that's interested in doing some multiple streams of income, because that's one of the impact of mental health, is because of the stress and pressures of financial pressures, which is one of the key factors affecting mental health, especially within men in the urban area. So if you're a person who also looking for ways of doing multiple streams of income, I shared some on a video before. You can probably find a video on one of my channel. I talk about doing things such as yeah, websites out there like Cash Kick that you can check out. You got what is it? What is it? Free Cash. Yep, Free Cash, Cash Kick, um, wide variety. But I know that's one thing that affects men's mental health is the financial pressure, especially if you have a family. You're looking towards retirement. You have some goals. You have some things that you want to achieve. That is one thing that is a key factor of affecting men's mental health, especially in the urban area. So I'm going to be talking some more about finance. Um, also, global economics, because a lot of things behind the scenes go on global economics. So appreciate you guys for being on here. Hit that like button. Hit it. Well, hit it once. Don't hit it twice, because if you hit it once and then you hit it again, then it's going to disappear. So hit up that like button. Thank you. Give it a thumbs up. And who's on here? Shout out to everybody who's on here. I'll probably go to sleep in like another hour or so. Um, did have some more things I need to work on. Uh, that's the thing too. Being organized could also help with improving some of the factors of mental health. Being more focused and organized. Overcoming procrastination, because procrastination can also affect your mental health, and it's all can compile, and then a lot of people get into the depression, and you're not exactly sure where your mind is at. Um, it's a lot of things going on. So let me know if you, well, most of you guys are men on here. Let me know if mental health issues is something that you're still dealing with. Or if you're a woman, let me know if mental health is something that you're dealing with. Or maybe you know somebody who's affected with mental health, or they're not aware that they have some kind of mental health issues. And like I said, like what I discussed in the last live, if you want to check out the last live, I discussed some of the ways that you can identify that there's something going on mentally. I mean, not saying that you're crazy, that you need to go to like an insane ward or anything like that, but just like how you check your physical health, you make sure you don't have no cold, you make sure you don't not have no flu, you blow your nose so you don't get sick. You have to double check your mental health as well. Like you gotta wash your brain, you gotta have a mental checkup. So some ways of doing that is because 72% of people are struggling with mental health. So mental health includes stress, depression, increased depression, sleeping disorder, fatigue, um, appetite, what is it? Fatigue, appetite, abnormal appetite, addicted to work, addicted to technology, addicted to porn. Um, 2/3 of people have high stress, family structure, struggling with life, all of that stuff, and people not admitting it. What was one thing that we talked about that was a key factor also? What was it? The stigma, of course, but social isolation, not wanting to be around large crowds. So if those some things that you or somebody that you know identify with, go ahead and try to bring some kind of awareness to it. Don't be like, oh, you got mental health issues, because some people get offended with it. Like you say that they crazy or they cuckoo or you got problems or you got issues, but mental health um, issues is a key factor that's going on, especially like I said, in the urban areas. So once again, this is Ansley D. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And let's have some more discussion on mental health, because um, with me being on here and thinking about like, I think a lot of people out there, a lot of men out there, and this being Men's Mental Health Month, I think a lot of people out there do have some kind of factor that can identify with something of a mental health issue or a mental health problem. Maybe I should say health problem instead of saying issue. Because you could have sleep disorder, you could have fatigue, stress, high level of stress, high blood pressure. All this stuff could be part of mental health, and people is not aware of it. And it could lead to strokes, it could lead to physical health, it could lead to a heart attack. Um, just a lot of things. And I didn't even know like um I didn't know a lot of this stuff is out there, like do the research. And I even went through, was it the American Psychology Association or something like that, and checked out some articles on there and just trying to have an idea of mental health. Because yeah, you go to the doctor for your physical health. Yeah, you probably go to church or whatever for your spiritual health. But do you go somewhere for your mental health? Where do you get that brain check, that mind check, that mental check? You can listen to audio, um, you can listen to different things. But like I said, we go to school for our education. We go to doctors to get our physicals. We go to the church to get our spiritual revival, or the mosque, or the synagogue, or wherever you go for your spiritual upliftment. But where do you go for your mental upliftment and addressing and being able to have some type of awareness of mental health, of knowing that mental health is a problem, and if it's not addressed, and if you're not aware of it, or if you're not doing anything to improve it, that it could affect your life and other people's life around you. Um, so it's good to have some kind of awareness, some kind of discussion, and being able to get it off your mind, being able to think about it and meditate about it. And even like even Ryan said, like he shared something where he says he had PTSD from the past where, he been shot at a couple different times. And one time he was shot somebody that he was with, his friend, ended up passing away. And that right there can have a big impact on people, especially from the urban areas. And a lot of people from urban areas been through something like that or is going through some kind of problem like that, and it has to be bring up to awareness where they have to talk to somebody or get it off their chest, or how does it make you feel, or are you angry at the world because something like that happened. Like I lost cousins and stuff like that, friends and people that you know due to violence from urban areas and things like that, and it impacts you. Like sometimes you can get in that beast mode where you don't even give a sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? Where like you can almost be, and it could be to a negative way where you go out, you go do some negative stuff where you don't even care. So I'm gonna get off of this because I'm getting too more deep into it. And one thing I want to talk about, especially from urban areas, we do come into a lot of experiences where we have to give thanks that we were able to make it through those experiences and still be able to overcome challenges and struggles and still be here. So we're still here. So you wake up in the morning, you go to sleep, we still here because a lot of us, especially from urban areas, been through a lot of problems, struggles, been through journeys, and you can really, I think, like, wow, we made it through all of that, and we're still here. We lost a lot of peers, a lot of family, friends, and things like that, but we're still here. So we got to give thanks. Got to be able to overcome the struggles, the hurdles, be aware of the mental health issues, get back focused, get over procrastination, go ahead and exercise, get out into nature, and continue to eat healthy and continue to be great and be better. All right. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Have a wonderful night. If I can't see you, I'll probably end up getting back on here and get on another live. So, once again, it's Andy D. See y'all later, all right? Peace.